always taking selfies. And what I don't understand is that when people take selfies or they record themselves when something like horrible's happening. Did you ever see those videos? Like something really bad's happening.
I
And
pass on them right away.
it's so weird.
Yeah, that's
it's
so
bizarre
stupid.
to me. It's so bizarre to me. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it.
Who gets off on people's pain and misery
Right?
and
Yeah,
aggravation?
yeah.
No, come on.
I don't know. I don't like
I like a night. I like to be happy. Enjoy myself. You do commercial real estate, Vito?
I stick more with residential, but I do a little commercial here and there. I find the commercial, you got to really know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's hard.
You got to know, hey, your cap rate. You got to know, your square footages. You got to know all of that. And I commend you for doing, commercial real estate. When people ask me a lot of times, hey, do you do commercial? If it's something small, yes. But if it's something, a big warehouse or, a ground lease or something like that, we have a commercial division at Century 21, The Crossing, and I'll usually pass it on, to our girl there, Lori.
Yeah, and I work with big buyers too, commercial buyers. I have a client now looking to spend over $200 million in Manhattan.
I can't hold on. I can't do the math on that to see what the commission would be at the end of the day.
I'm making an offer on another one tomorrow, $8 million. Things like that. I work with buyers. I had a client call me, wants to buy it, wants to spend up to $3 million. He wants a house up on Toad Hill, Staten Island. Anybody familiar with that area?
No, I don't know that area.
I'm a little familiar with
It's the rich area.
Island.
It's the highest.
Oh, okay.
It's the highest point of New York City.
Oh,
It's
all
nowhere
right.
near the dump, right?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
the dump's there. Nah, the dump's closed. But
I was just gonna say, I'm just joking about that, but I used to go to Staten Island. I used to just drive through Staten Island years ago when I was doing another job before real estate. Staten Island, I used to go to Long Island, the city and all that. But Staten, how are the prices in Staten Island besides that area?
going up a lot, catching up to Brooklyn. Probably caught up right there with the prices.
In Brooklyn, okay.
So, you sell houses right over in Staten Island. If you want to buy a house, the average price is $700.
Oh, wow. It's more than here.
Yeah.
The average price to buy a house. That'd probably be with one family house.
Yeah.
Now, go back pre-COVID. What was the average price? Yeah,
$550, like that.
Yeah, same thing here. The prices are just
Yeah, they
outrageous.
skyrocketed.
And I'm sure you guys are dealing with the same thing, the highest and best, all the multiple offers, everyone waiving things,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I mean, there's still the buyers are out there.
Yeah. No, they're still out there, yeah.
Chinese are big buyers in Staten Island. They buy. They're buying out. Like Brooklyn, they buy. I list properties in Brooklyn also. So I had a building on a house, a 3-family house on 85th Street between 20th and 21st Avenue. We were selling it for $1.7 million. 3-family attached, semi-attached. It was 3 families. But the 3-family had something rare you don't see in Brooklyn hardly ever. A big giant driveway with 3 garages.
Oh, okay.
No, because Brooklyn, there's no garage.
There's
no
parking,
garage.
like
You gotta
it's hard to
park.
park, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I sold houses in Brooklyn with driveways this wide, and it's shared. Then you got to go to the other one backyard.
Right.
And the other, it's usually normally you're lucky if you get that in Brooklyn. So the property sold in 2 weeks. Bidding war.
Wow.
I got 100,000 more than the asking price on
Wow.
the house, and I did it quick.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
everybody
we had
wanted it.
agents, Nick and Jason, they got 152,000 over asking for their
yeah,
house.
and old Japan.
Mhm.
It's crazy. I mean, people. You think and you say, hey, is this ever going to end? And again, we don't have a crystal ball as realtors. Is it ever going to end? We can only give our advice to buyers, okay? Because I work with a lot of buyers also. And when they ask me, what should I do? Should I go 50 over, 100 over, 200 over? And I tell them, I say, look, it's totally up to you. But if it was me, I wouldn't go 100 over or 150 over. I think the price that the house is listed at
Is the right price.
price.
Yeah.
But with the shortage of houses, people are just going nuts.
And the low ballers ain't getting the houses
Oh,
now.
no
You know,
way. No
that's the
way.
thing.
It still happens. Well, what if we offer like 30 below asking?
Yeah,
Try.
yeah.
Right.
Try, see what
And when
happens.
when it happens 3 times and they realize, when I come back and say, look, someone offered $80,000 more than you, $90,000 more than you, you can't do the below unless it's been on for a long time and there's something going on with it,
Yeah. I was just out last night, and I was talking to an agent in the office, and she had put an offer on a house, 70,000 or 75,000 over asking. I think the house was like 629,
That's a lot.
and she put in 700. I said, 700? I go, you're crazy. I said, and I know the house. I go, I wouldn't even give them the 629. I go, congratulations. She goes, no, I didn't get it.
And they still didn't get it?
She still didn't get it. She said she said the agent told them it was over 700,000.
Yeah, what about that 2-bedroom house in Verona?
Yeah.
It was listed for 435.
435.
My buyers went to 5 or 495, and we were like, "Oh, it's a 2-bedroom house, it's super tiny." I have a good feeling about this.
How much?
It was listed for 435.
Wow, that's high.
It went for 575.
Wow.
We weren't even close to what they ended up getting for it.
2-bedroom house. Now think about down the road, right? How much can that house appreciate?
Right, unless you were planning on putting a big addition on it or something, I don't know.
Me personally, I showed that house to my daughter. And we went in. The 1-bedroom was in the front. The other bedroom was in the back. There was no eating kitchen. It was a living room, really no dining room. You had to put a little round table. And my daughter's like, yeah, it's cute. I said, yeah, it's cute. Now for $445, I said,
Yeah, I
there's no
know.
way you're buying this house.
Look around, you find
Yeah,
something.
You'll find
better
something
deal.
else eventually, or go rent and wait for it. And then I go outside. It's got solar panels that you got to take over
Oh
the
yeah,
lease.
to take over the lease
Lease
for like
for another 28
30
years or
years or
whatever.
something, yeah.
And I'm like, let's go. There's no way you're buying this.
Another
house.
thing that happens, Vito, in real estate, in my market, which I can't stand, all right? But it happens. I'm sure you've experienced this. Buyer comes in, makes a good offer, tells you all cash. All cash doesn't mean green, it means checks, but
Yeah,
right,
but all
buying
cash.
straight out, right?
Right.
Okay, so the deal gets accepted, all cash. A month later, do you mind if we go for a small mortgage?
Oh.
Yeah.
You've experienced this, right?
All the time.
Then, okay. Then a couple of weeks later, they want to mortgage the whole thing. I mean,
They do it to get the offer accepted. We were saying
Right.
sometimes they do that with.
here's what I tell them now. Here's the deal. You want to pay, you're offering cash. If you change up in any way that offer, deal's off immediately.
Yeah, because it's not fair. You're.
No, not at all. I had a.
They do it with inspections too. They'll
Oh, yeah.
waive everything and then
They-
they'll ask for a million things, and
Yeah.
then the deal gets killed anyway.
It gets killed afterwards. I had one speaking about with cash and everything. I had an agent call me up and send me over an offer, and she goes, "Oh, it's all cash. We're ready to go. No inspection.
Close in
no
30 days,
repairs,
close in 2
30
weeks, yeah.
whatever." I said, "Yeah, no problem." I go, "The only thing missing is the proof of funds on your offer."
Right.
She goes, "Well," she goes, "we'll show you proof of funds if it gets
If it
accepted."
gets accepted, they always say that.
I'm like, "No, that's not how it works."
No, it goes along with the offer.
It goes along
It's
with
a
the
package.
offer.
Yeah.
And then she's going, "I've been doing real estate for 10 years and I never send proof of funds and this and that, and we get accepted or whatever." I said, "Well, let me tell you something. I've been doing this over 30 years.
Yeah.
And I always get proof of funds when it's, when you get an offer."
You have to.
I said, "You have to show the guy
That's a
here."
huge.
Right.
If you do a mortgage,
It's a worthy buyer.
Yeah.
You need a pre-approval.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same thing.
Or,
You-
or proof of funds. One or
What
the
What I'm
other.
saying,
Right.
if you take out a
Yeah.
mortgage, you need the pre-approval.
Approval.
So what
Right.
makes a cash deal with
Deal.
the proof of funds
Right,
any
exactly.
Any different than
different? You need to
doing
prove
it.
that you
Yeah.
can pay for the house.
Yep. And then I get, sometimes you'll get proof of funds, it's in their retirement account. And you're like, wait a minute, but this is a retirement account. Oh yeah, they can pull out of it. Don't worry about it. You know, this same
With a big
thing.
penalty,
They
though.
want to do it where they want to get it.
But I can't
accepted.
stand that. Why
No, I
trick?
hate that.
Why try to trick your way into a deal?
Yeah.
Like
I
I've
mean,
had buyers say, okay, if our offer gets accepted and we limit the inspection, that we can pull it out right away. Why would you go into something wanting to pull your offer if it gets accepted?
Accepted,
You
yeah.
shouldn't be putting an offer in on the property
right.
to begin with.